Hello, everybody, and welcome to a stream that I am running, Tabletop Junkie, a Tabletop Junkie stream. And we are doing more All Flesh Must Be Eaten solo play with the Game Master emulator, second edition, called Mythic. So I decided I'm running this because I cannot stay off. I was going to wait till tomorrow, but then I was like, no, I want to see what happens to my characters because we still have we've gone through some characters. I will tell you. I was just doing the breakdown with my friend Spartacus earlier today. We've had two character deaths. Brittany Bravera. I'm sorry, I'm moving my mic around. Brittany Bravera and Jack Mercer. So two characters have died. One is currently missing. Clyde Mathers is currently missing in action. And there's going to be a lot more stuff coming up. I've actually prepared some more stuff because 30 other states have been, unfortunately, have reported that they are, 31 states out of the entire U.S. is reporting in, saying that they are having experiencing the same event that Arizona is. And so far, nothing outside of the country of the U.S. has actually reported it yet. So, and we are currently I believe we are on day 5. It looks like we've got some really massive threads here. Did I put these threads in yet? Which means I may not even be ready yet. And I did not. Let me get these threads put in. I can put these threads in myself. Of course, that's how you would do it anyway. So we got some water concerns coming. We got a water concern thread. Whew. That's probably due to the fact that nothing's been manned for a while. I do have actually a chart that tells me how long, a horde migration. Ooh, that might be kind of serious here in a minute. We've already reached a serious point so far. We'll talk about the outbreak region. We've actually are going to talk about the outbreak region in a minute. Panicked. Scavenger. And a night siege if we get one. Well, I'm not sure if I want to deal with a night siege. But we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's see here. How many of these do I have closed off so far? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I do have 5 down. So let's get rid of these. We already know about the resource scarcity. All this stuff we've already done. There is no quarantine safe places. We're still in a safe house. I am going to have to make that known that we do have a safe place to stay. So I can also make that known by... Oh, shit. I have to actually re-edit. Let's see here. I got to redo these. We have not officially started yet. We're just going through the bookwork. Stuff that GMs have to go through. Make sure it's all set up. Update table. There we go. Oh, man. Some of these don't even look so good. Alrighty. Okay, so we do get a safe house. So I am actually going to put in safe house here. We're going to put it in a safe house. And we're going to make that our big header. Alright, so the safe house is... safe house descriptor is going to be Fast Food Kiosk. Literally, it has a kitchen area, storage area, and a bathroom area. That is it. It's not very big, and so that's basically it for us. So yeah, it's very bad. Okay, all right. So we have Trevor Knox, ex-convict, who actually ended up becoming a major character even though he had to take out 6 walkers by himself barehanded. So he did, but now he actually has that. He found himself some equipment, guns. He's got... I don't think he even has a bullet left anyway. So he's out of bullets. He's got to find some more bullets. So we do got to find that. We are out of resources. All he's got is a small knife. Huh, great. And then we have Crazy Linda, who we just picked up last episode. She doesn't even have... It shows in the picture here. She's got a cart. She doesn't even have that. But what she does have in her is a bag full of stuff, which we don't even know what's in the bag. It says filled with junk. We might be able to actually use that to see if there's more than just junk in there. Tattered pants, tattered shirt, tattered shoes, and a rusty knife. Sweet. We got Sasha Vavoy, who we picked up. We've met since the first episode. She became a bigger character, I believe, in the second or third episode. And then she is now the biggest character we got. She is still... so she's rested. She's still healing. See, Trevor is... He's still healing from his biggest fights. In the storage area of the safe house, is there a toolbox? Oh, there might be. I don't know. That's actually a good question. Is there a toolbox? Let's ask. We're using the Mythic Game Master emulator. Let's ask that question. Is there a toolbox in the storage area? The storage area normally of these kiosks would normally have just food, but it's possible that they would have that. We're going to remain that unsure. Let's see what we get here. We have, yes, there is a storage box. Grab a hammer or crowbar if there is any. Is the storage box full of tools? And we're going to say it's likely they would have some form of tools. Yes, and an unexpected random event. Uh-oh. Remote event. Uh-oh. But definitely has crowbar, hammers, and all kinds of things. Create. All right, so the words on create individual. Create individual. Ooh. Well, there's going to be one individual creating something. I'll tell you that much. Let's see. Is he good at crafting things? This guy's not very smart, but he doesn't have craft. Does anyone have craft on here? I don't think they have any crafts. Frank is currently down to 2 hit points. He's well rested. He's just severely injured, but he can't be doing a lot of moving around. Sasha has her endurance points, but her essence pool is still down, so she is feeling kind of hopeless. All right, so we do have... All right, so create individual. A certain individual is going to create something. I just can't figure out what. But I'm going to roll, since Trevor is the only one, we're going to use him. I'm going to roll a crafts check with just pure intelligence to see if he manages to create something halfway decent. Just anything. If I get a success on this, I'm going to say he created a... potentially he is able to maybe he finds an air nailer, and maybe a cordless oxygen tank that he can plug into the nailer and use to actually shoot. Only suggesting those because in case you need to run and open. Yep, I hear you. Let's see what we got here for this create individual. See if we can play in this. 11. Yes. So we are actually going to put it on his equipment table. He did manage to rig an air nailer. And those are able to have up to, 20 nails. I think it was more than that, but I think we're going to just do 20 nails. And they're not exactly like bullets, but they can still go through and do some damage. So we're going to keep the damage low. We're going to do D4 times, I think D4 times 3 would be perfect for this. And ammo type, just nails. And we're going to put in some descriptions here. Rigged air nailer. Wasn't there somebody who could jury... Oh, you know what? The guy that was able to jury rig was Clyde Mathers, who stayed behind. So, the safety feature of the air nailer was removed. And it does have external air can. That actually will allow it to project far away. The range on this is not going to be much of anything. I think it's going to be... I think we're going to do 2, 5... 8, 12, and 16, I think would be fair. So the range isn't great, but, you know, if he can get a nail to go through a zombie's head, he's pretty good on that one. So, all right, so we got that. So he did pick one of those up. That unfortunately EV is gonna be like 3, so we're gonna up the EV on that. He's still got his 44 Magnum. So he did create something, and he was an individual. So he did this probably right as he woke up. He did rummage through some things. So I do imagine, he did this probably before sunup. And let's get the outside scene going. Let's see what kind of descriptions we got for the scene today. So he's in this gladly. Okay, I got gladly. Gladly vibrant. That's the scene. Okay, so I guess the morning's up and there's nobody around. Or at least nobody of threat around. Let's see what we got here. Gladly vibrant. Let's see. Let's look at the word gladly. Willingly or eager. Vibrant. Full of energy, enthusiasm. So, when I think of gladly vibrant, when he wakes up and the sun is up and he can get a full view of everything, there is nobody around whatsoever. No humans, no infected, no nothing. Oh, and I forgot to update this. So our infection rate on our city is 31%. Our dead rate is 61%. Our living rate is 8% of a million people. That is it. That's roughly, that's like I don't know, like I think it's like 80,000 people out of a million. So, yeah, it's only 80,000 people. So, out of this huge city, he doesn't know if there's anybody around at all. But right now, there is nobody around. He is given a moment to get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, which this place is full of food. If this serves, does this kiosk serve a breakfast? Or is it just a lunch one? So there might not be no coffee around. Yes, it does. So there's definitely some coffee around. So he's definitely getting up, having himself a cup of coffee. Right now, Frank has made it through the night. He has slept. Sasha has slept, but she has recovered all her endurance points, but she's still recovering her essence, which is going to take a little bit more to sleep. But she doesn't need to sleep. She just doesn't have... She's just depressed. She's very, very depressed right now. She lost her younger brother. Her younger brother died in one of the previous episodes. Her son is fighting for his life right now. And right now is not even being properly medically treated well. So we don't even have a medicine roll. So we're going to do a first aid roll right here. It's going to be an intelligence first aid. I'm not even sure how this would work because he's down. So we're going to give that a roll. And she didn't even succeed. She has no way of succeeding on that. So he is not doing good. It's possible that without giving the proper fluids, he's not staying hydrated enough. Even with taking in water, he may still need an IV, which he doesn't have. He was taken off that because the military compound that they were staying at was not going to take him because he was just a liability. And then it turns out anyway that there was a mutiny. So as they were leaving, they mutinized. It's freaking crazy. Don't even know if that quarantine zone is even still working. So without any proper antibiotics, he's not going to be doing so well. So I need to get a difficult roll. I'm going to do a -1 towards this roll to see how it will work for him. If he succeeds, we're definitely going to give him his... it does succeed. Barely succeeds. So we're doing good. So he's going to get his constitution back. So he's going to be down for another 4 more days. But he is going to heal up to that. It doesn't look like he may deal with infection. He may be getting lucky. We never know. But... Sasha's going to do everything she can to help him. Right now, Crazy Linda's not really doing much. She is just sitting off in the back, probably just yammering to herself. She hears voices in her head. I'm going to give her a willpower roll to see if she hears those voices. And we are going to do this drawback of delusions. She's also malnourished, so she's probably feeling kind of cranky. Oh, yeah, she's definitely hearing voices. So she's just talking to herself, counting of how many... she's probably saying something like, Oh, there's so many dead bodies. One dead body, two dead body, three. And she's just counting to herself. Probably unsettling Trevor off a little bit because he's kind of like in a small area, but he is an ex-con. So maybe, I don't know, maybe he's more comfortable that way. We'll definitely going to figure that out with a willpower roll. Let's see here. I don't think nothing would really play into that. So let's see how is he 8. He's not holding it together very well at all. I'm going to spend 1 essence point and make it a 9. So he is actually doing fine. I need one of these characters to keep their cool while they're trying to figure everything out. Okay. So what's the likelihood? Would Trevor know this area at all? It would be a survival roll. Heck yeah. Survival streetwise would have been it too. I forgot to put in his specialty here because you got to choose a specialty with survival. I think streetwise would be good because like he would know the streets. I guess I will allow any one of those to be used. Let's see here. I'm gonna use streetwise. Contact. So he does have a contact. So he might try to make a contact with someone. But does he know this area really well? Oh, I got a 15. Natural 10. I get to roll again. I got a 16. That is, let me see. What is that? Outcome table. I think it's 87. Oh, shit. All right, 16 is 4 levels of success. Definitely he knows this area very well. Okay, is there a gun shop nearby? Let's see that. Let's ask for a gun shop. It's unsure. Yes, there is, and he would know that. He definitely would know that. So he needs to make a stop to the gun shop. Is there a general store with a pharmacy? He's getting his errands today. Yes. So we have a gun shop and a general store with the pharmacy. So he's got hospitals or pharmacies. Right now, one of my main threads is beware of hospitals, which is Sasha's thing. Until she gets over that, because right now hospitals are deemed to be owned by the dead. So they are crawling with it. He could probably... Is there a hospital nearby this section? There's like 30 hospitals, so it is likely there's one nearby. Or like a small clinic even. Yes. Okay, so we have 3 things that are needed. We have an ammo gun shop, a general store with the pharmacy, and a hospital. So, and Trevor, okay, so, and all Trevor's got is Crazy Linda, because unfortunately Sasha would be good, but Sasha needs to stay behind for Frank, so that way he can heal. Sasha's not going to be no good right now to us, so it's up to Crazy Linda, who, I'm sorry, I think she is going to be somewhat useless. And just Trevor. I think Trevor's going to be on his own. Figured maybe he can get antibiotics from the pharmacy. That's what I was thinking. Pharmacy and then hospitals if we can do it. All right. So I guess we got to figure out which is closer. Right? We've got ammo store. Use Crazy Linda as bait. Probably. You know what's funny? When we found her, she was just walking with the dead and like they weren't even paying attention to her. So I'm not sure what the hell's up with that. Let's see here. Let me see here. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. I just moved back a little bit in my seat to support my back a little bit. All right, so let's see here. We got to get... all right, so we got... ammo store. A ammo store. General store with a pharmacy. And then we have a hospital. Which one is closest to us? I'm going to roll a 1d3. And whatever one is that's one to be closer. It's the hospital that's closest. That's going to be kind of dangerous. Okay. All right. Well, he's got the nailer. The nailer wouldn't make any sounds unless it stuck into something. So I guess we're going to have to take a risk. And he has the Hummer, so he can drive the Hummer. The Hummer's at 3/4 of a tank. So the thing is, would he use Crazy Linda? Does Crazy Linda have anything useful in her bag? Unlikely given the fact she's useless, but she might. Yes, she does. She's got something useful in that bag of hers. So Trevor's going to go to Crazy Linda and goes, I need your help. We're going to have to get antibiotics for that kid if we want to get him back up on his feet quickly. And she's just mentioning how, well, the dead owns everything now. The living is just, she's going to say something crazy and stupid. The living is just here. We're just visitors. I swear to God, ChatGPT should have made her with a tinfoil hat. Would have been better. He's like, do you have anything useful in the bag? And question is, what does she pull out of the bag? She's got to have something useful in there. Well, let me look at my loot table charts, and let's see what they pull out. The only thing that I can't roll on, I got to lock out some of these rolls. Hang on one second. Let me go back to my journal. Which rolls can I lock out? Which ones? Snacks are good. Household goods. Pharmacy goods is good. Tools and hardware is going to get locked out. And cash and valuables. So tools and hardware and cash and valuables. All right. Those ones I got to lock out of here. Because I had those being kind of like random items. So we're going to roll all right, we're going to roll a d10 and see what the hell we get here. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'll even do one better. I will use this. I will draw. Okay, it drew an 8. Vehicle supplies, gas cans, spare tire, jumper cables. Oh, dear Lord. That's what she has in her bag? Motor oil? Well, it's a small bag, so the things that can fit will be jumper cables and motor oil. So I have jumper cables and motor oil. Wait, she might have meds in that. Did we find any meds? We're going to say unsure. Any medicines? No. Damn it. That was like a huge thing. Okay, great. So no meds, but she does have jumper cables and motor oil. Great. Awesome. We'll have to put that on the list. I'm going to go to her sheet and put that on the list that we've identified her bag of junk. And we did at least see a couple useful items of... Maybe that'll become useful later on. Hell, I don't fucking know. Alright, so, Trevor's going to try and convince her to come with him. Because he does need a second... I don't know if she's going to be a liability. You know what? Fuck it, we're going to risk it. Trevor's going to look at her and say, Linda, I need you to come with me to the hospital. Do you know the hospital? And she's like, of course I know the hospital. I'm always there. It's my home. Just like the other hospital. And the other hospital. And the other hospital. And at this point, Trevor's sitting here going, God help me. So, let me see. Let me roll a convincing. Does he persuade her? He doesn't have any smooth talking or persuasion. So this is going to be that. And it's not going to be hard to persuade her because she's nuts. He's gonna spend 2 of his essence points. And he's going to persuade her. And she's like, of course I'll come with you. And she's like, I think I might need Lucky. What's Lucky? And she pulls out this rusty knife. She's like, Lucky, my knife. I call him Lucky because he keeps me with good luck. So, after he has his cup of coffee, he convinces Linda. He goes to Sasha. And Sasha's, just tending over Frank. And he goes, I'm going to take Linda. We're going to go to the hospital. There's a hospital nearby here. I'm going to run some errands and get back with you. All you got to do is stay here. Don't open the door for anything. And Sasha goes, it's going to be dangerous going out there. I think there's more dead or more infected than there is living, regardless. And he's like, I hope so, because the living is just as dangerous as the infected, and they're just as dangerous as the dead itself, even if they're not moving. But I'll be right back as soon as I can. Just stay here. And of course, she agrees to it because there is not much else she can do while caring for Frankie. Or Frank. I'm going to call him Frankie. I'm going to call him Frankie so bad. All right, so they're going to head off. And so they imagine to leave the area, and they do head over to the hospital. Now, when they approach the hospital, let's get a description for the hospital. Let's see what we got here. They pull up to the hospital. They drive probably a couple miles away, and they actually see the outside of the hospital, and they see efficiently enormous. Well, it's a big hospital. Shit. This is a place of 1 million. That means this is not a small clinic, which means they probably have 20 fucking floors. Have you seen those big ass hospitals with like 20 fucking floors? Those things are huge. 20-floor hospital, yes. Oh god, yes. Okay. So we need to figure out what we're doing here. Okay, so efficiently enormous. Well, definitely efficiently. So we pull up to it, and do we see any infected outside? Yes. We do see some infected. This hospital could hold up to roughly like 3,000 patients. So this is probably full of infected. Let's see how many infected we see right from the get-go. I'm going to roll a d10, and let's see what we got here. 3. All right, I'm going to roll on this. 1 infected. So we see 1 infected outside. Cars in the parking lot. Anything you can use. Gas cans, cars with keys in it. Oh, there's definitely probably... well, let's see. So given the fact that a lot of people are coming in sick, I would say that is near certain. Let's see if there's any cars in the parking lot. On the off chance that everyone just left. Oh, yeah, there's definitely cars in the parking lot. Chances are that a lot of them are full as well. Does the parking lot look nice or does it look chaotic? Let's see. Does it look nice? Yes, it does. That's weird. So that's probably what it means by efficiently. It's an enormous fucking hospital. It looks like everything was probably just buttoned down orderly fashion. Potential chances of survivors? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Let's get some location keywords here. Well, it's cluttered. It's just a modern hospital that looks cluttered as shit. Alright, so moving in and out, getting close is okay. So we got 1 guy, 1 infected. I'm going to pull right up. So Trevor's going to pull right up. He's going to take a minute. He's going to take aim. Does the infected recognize him? He's going to take an aim. This is what he hears when he hears the infected. Some nice zombie sounds there for you. So this thing can move fast. He's kind of halfway decent, but unfortunately Trevor is faster than he is. So we're gonna shoot this. This would be an improvised weapon, which he does not have. So we're just gonna make this roll and see where it goes. Oh dear Lord in heaven, the thing jammed. So the nail gun jammed, and does this thing even notice me? Of course he fucking does. So his nailer jammed, and the thing notices, and he begins bolting. When they bolt, it's going to be about twice as much, so about 8 miles an hour. So Trevor goes shit, rolls up the window, and he bashes right in front of the van. I don't know how much damage that's going to be, but let's find out if it's even able to be anything. Unfortunately, this thing can actually withstand something. I'm not going to allow... Well, that's 2 levels of success. I'm not gonna allow that. That's like he probably did more damage to himself. Let's see. We heard some bone crunching. I'll tell you that much. Uh, definitely heard some bone crunching on the one leg. Um, so I'm gonna do like another D6 worth of damage, and let's see here. All right, so the right leg gets it with 4 points of damage to it. So not bad, not bad. Okay, all right. Uh, so he's on the side with Trevor. Let's see if Trevor can un fucking stick that thing. Like what the hell? He knows a little bit about stuff, so I don't know. Oh, I was about to say please don't. Oh, he did. He unjammed it. He's gonna try again. He's gonna roll down that fucking window. That thing is probably on the ground. Pretty fucking easy. He didn't even aim that well, so we're gonna have to roll a random. Because unfortunately, for him to succeed at that, it'd have to be 12 or 13. Oh man, I got him in the arm. I got him one bullet in the arm, or like one nail in the arm. That is some shit. One nail in the motherfucking arm, dude. That was a waste of a perfectly good nail. I'll do semi-auto. Oh, 3 points of damage right to his arm. So he's screaming. He's definitely like, if they feel pain, he's screaming. Okay. He's gonna. Oh, that was another thing. All right, he's gonna try and come at him again. Um, let's see here. And he's gonna come up from the bottom, so I'm gonna do a -2 because I'm in a truck. So a little bit of coverage. 4, yeah, he totally misses. All right, so I'm gonna take a minute and aim. He's gonna try and come at me again, probably right through my window. I'm not gonna allow it for anything small. He is missing, so I'm aiming at him through the window. I did take a minute. I think that should grant me a little bit of a bonus, but I don't know. We'll figure that out when we come to it. I'll say a +2 bonus until I can figure out how the bonuses work for aiming. I'm not gonna waste time. And oh my god, the thing jammed again. I got a 6. Come on, give me a success. 1 success. I don't even get that. I can spend 4 points and get a. Oh no, that ain't gonna work like that. Ah man, he is just the thing is just fucking jammed again. He's like, damn, this thing is not working. Oh shit, that leaves me open for an attack. Okay, great. Please fail. He did not. He bit down on something. Holy shit. And I don't have my jacket anymore. He bit down on something. Holy shit. Here we go. Melee. 6 points of damage. Okay. I will have to roll a constitution check in a minute to make sure I'm not infected. Alright, that's it. He's going to look and say, Linda, why don't you get out and just stab that thing in the head? And, of course, she's going to come out, and she's going to try and do a head stabby thingy. Please tell me I did give her, does she have skills with melee hand weapons? She does not. So that's a -3. Jesus Christ, these people suck at fighting. Oh, well, she got a 10 for a headshot. She got a 13 for a headshot. Good enough for me. That was an auto success. So we're going to get some damage done here. And booyah. Now, how the fuck? 1. Well, the lowest one is 1 times 2. So it's going to be 2 points. 2 points of damage. Headshot. He's dead. Which, that's the way it is. So she managed to stab him right through the head and recovers the knife. He is down. Okay. I got to roll a constitution to see if he got bit. Because I did get bit. Make sure I didn't have any protection on. So I'm going to spend 1 essence and succeed, saying he did not bite me. He actually bit the glass. Oh boy, he we thought he had me, but no, it was he actually didn't bite the glass. He bit the nail gun. He got the nail gun pretty good. So I'm actually so that was like 6 points of damage to a nail gun. But it just, the nail gun was like in the way, and it just smacked on his hand. So there's some bruising there. So no bites, no penetration. He got lucky as shit. Did anybody hear that thing? Did anyone hear the attack? Was the attack heard? I should have said unlikely, but oh god, there's an unexpected random event. Exceptional, no. So the good news is, no, nobody heard the attack. But the bad news is there's a remote event. Open home. The hospital is the hospital open? Open home. Is it Linda's home? Was Linda here just before the outbreak? She must have been. So after that, Linda just wanders off. We can't get the Hummer anywhere close. Trevor, I imagine Trevor's getting out and following her, and she's like, "It's open. I think there might be people inside." And people here were, oh, I forgot to fill this in. We're going to say gray. I'm going to say 5'6", 120 pounds, and her eyes look like blue. There we go. We got some. See, Linda's a real person. So she's just walking right in there, because it's open, and I think it's her home. I think this is where she last was. Let me see if let me roll on the encounter table to see if we see anything else. Ten. Opportunity event. Fate question. Ooh. Is the place barricaded? Yes. There's living people inside. There is living people inside. So Linda is going up, and she's all happy. And as they get near there, Trevor notices that the doors, are barricaded. Trevor is beginning to look in, and I believe he can... let me see here. He doesn't have any impaired vision, and he does have notice. He sees movement. He sees movement. And he goes, "Hello, I need help. I'm here with a girl named Linda. She says that this is her home. We could use some assistance. Does anybody answer?" Yes. A voice comes back. Let's see here. Let's roll on our character list to see who the voice is. Marcus Kane. Abusive, strong, and acts like an animal. Oh my god, Marcus Kane. He's like, "My name is Marcus Kane. I'm here with some survivors. What can I do for you?" Trevor's like, "I'm here looking for some medicine and some supplies. You had one infected out here. He was fast moving, but I'm not bit, and neither is Linda." Does anyone recognize the name Linda? Yes. Let's see. Is there a nurse inside? Trevor Haskins. Ooh. Okay. There's a group of survivors here. I'm gonna roll one more time. And McBride, the news reporter. Okay. Well, a nurse. We're gonna say a random nurse because I'm rolling for a lot of NPCs in this one scene. So here we're gonna make it. Okay. So we've got some support NPCs cast right here. All right. We've got Marcus Kane. Acts like an animal when he wants to. And ex-husband to Sasha. So, looks like... we found Marcus Kane is Sasha's ex-husband. And Frank Valois is his son, the kid that is hurt. We also have Trevor Hashkins. So there's still people alive. He's a college student, overconfident, and an idiot. And then we have Ann McBride. Channel 7 News. And beautiful. We'll get ages for them later. So we've definitely got that. And then we are going to... So someone recognizes Linda's name. So we're definitely going to... This one is going to have to be a nurse. So we're going to roll for some identity here. Athlete. Oh, she's like, this person's athletic. We're going to say it's going to be a female. Athlete hero. It's a long shot, but will it help if you tell Marcus that his son needs help? It might actually help. He's just abusive towards his wife. So it's possible. Okay. So we have... Alright, so I got to come up with a name for this lady here. Let's see here. Names. Name generator. Which comes up with mostly fantasy names. Time. I got Time. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, Jen. Jennifer Time. Jennifer Valentine. There we go. So she's a medical specialist. So we've got nurse, athletically built. So that's what we got so far. We'll figure out how all that plays in a little bit. All right, so Trevor doesn't know that Marcus is related to Frank or Sasha. None of that was disclosed to him, that his dad was possibly still alive. So he may not know that, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just here. I'm trying to get some supplies. There's a kid that I'm protecting, a woman and a child that I'm protecting." And he was shot by the military because they were taking a garbage truck and ramming one of the barricades just to get to safety in one of the quarantine zones. And we've got a girl named Linda out here. We just need to get in here and get some supplies. Is that okay? And he's going to roll his willpower. He can't really intimidate because there's really nothing intimidating about him. So this is just the best he's got. And I think we're going to do that. And he's got a 9. So, yeah, okay. So Marcus turns around and goes, okay, we're going to let you in. And how many people are inside? Let's see here. I've already got 4 people named. I'm going to do a 1d6 so I don't have to make up any more freaking characters. It says 2. So we're just going to leave it as 4. If I would have gotten 5 or 6, I would have created a couple more. So they come in and... Are any of these people armed? That's a good question. It's likely they've barricaded this. Oh yeah, they're armed. So Linda and Trevor comes in, and Marcus sees them and goes, "Are you guys bit?" And Linda's like, "I wasn't bit. Who would bite me? I'm homeless. I'm undesirable, even for the dead." And Trevor's like, "No, I wasn't bit. Just bruised. Try to use a homemade, try to make a nail gun into an actual weapon. Take up against these things. It keeps jamming. But I fixed it again, but have to see. Yeah, we're just looking for some antibiotics. Kid was shot. We're trying to keep the wound clean. And Marcus turns around and goes, well, why didn't you bring the kid here with you? He's like, Trevor's like, well, you can't move him, and we don't know if he would have actually made it here, or anything like that. So, I mean, what do you expect? Like, I just couldn't move him. I'm gonna roll that, see if Marcus feeds into this. He does not. He's like, wouldn't it be more prudent to put the kid, like, where did you leave him? Did you leave the kid and his mother somewhere safe? And Trevor's like, yes. Whereas, like, right now at this point, Trevor's not really trusting Marcus too much. He's like, what does it matter? I'm here for some antibiotics. I'm not here to hurt anybody. We're in this, all together. And we just need some help. Will you help us? And let's see if this is appealing to him at this point. At this point, it's not appealing to anybody, so we're going to increase it difficulty to -2. Oh, it's not working. He's like, no, we're not going to just give you to the antibiotics. This is some homeless woman, and you look like some freaking convict. It's like, ex-con, thank you, I served my time. And he's like, yeah, why don't you bring the kid and his mother here where we can best protect them. This place is barricaded, and it's big. We've got 20 floors, and they're pretty much well cleared out. Are they really cleared out? Is he, let's see, unsure that 4 people could clear an entire hospital. It is cleared out. Holy shit. Damn. He's like, so you made an entire safe house here? Absolutely. I mean, it's kind of dangerous the more we're out there, but can I at least take a bottle of antibiotics back? At least that way I can give it to him. Just a bottle. And we're going to, at this point, we're going to say a -3 to this, because at this point they're just stalling, going around in circles. No. He's like, no, I'm not giving any resources to the likes of you. Now, if you two want to come in here and be a part of this, that's fine, but you're going to bring everybody in here. And Trevor is looking at Marcus, and they are not liking each other one little bit. And Linda looks at the nurse, who is Jennifer, and she's like, this lady took care of me. And the nurse looks around and says, guys, listen, if there's more people like us, you guys can bring them here, and we can barricade everything inside. Trevor's like, this place used to have like over 1 million people as a population of residences. We have no idea what's out there, and I think sitting still would be a bad idea. And Marcus is going to say, I don't care. I'm not giving you any of our supplies. Now, if you want to have them to help out, point the 44 and try to intimidate. That is a good point. So, even though the 44 is... So, he puts away the Narler and points the 44 at him, and he's going to try and intimidate him. He's like, alright, I tried to be fair, but I'm going to tell you this right now. And at this point, Marcus is getting pissed off, so I'm still going to take it at a -4. I'm going to do an intimidate. And he's like, I'm not leaving here without the antibiotics. Because you're right about one thing. I am an ex-con. And what I went in for, I'm not afraid to do again. Damn, I am not... Man, that's not... Marcus is like, really? Then pull the trigger, because if you really had bullets in that, why are you using the nail gun? That is a good point. He's like, for silence, because these guns make too much noise. Nope, I am not having any luck with this whatsoever. I'm going to spend 5 essence pools. 5 of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And I'm going to roll another dice to add to that 3, but I think if I'm going to do anything, I got to get at least a 6 or better. I got a 9, so that would put me at a 12. So Marcus is like, okay, man, you're right, be cool. These things did seem like they're attracted to noise. He's like, okay, so what are we going to do here? He's like, well, I can at least give you a bottle, but I think it'd be fine, if you bring the kid here. Where did you even leave them? I said, well, I left the wife, or the woman and the kid, inside of a food kiosk. It's a small area, not very big. And the guy's like, yeah, well, that probably won't last long, but here we got barricades, and it's a big enough place. 20 floors. And the hospital's been mostly cleared out. Trevor is kind of concerned about how they did that, but he's like, okay, I can make it work. He's like, all right, if I agree to bring the kid here, can I at least have a bottle of antibiotics to take back, and I will be back within the hour. I think after intimidating him, I think that'd be a reasonable request, but we're going to see, right? All right, Marcus gives him a bottle of antibiotics. The nurse actually points out, it's like, for a gunshot wound, this might be it. Might be, real powerful penicillin. He's like, okay. Does Linda stay? Does Linda choose to stay or go? That is a question. Linda, he's like, I'm going to take Linda with me. She's kind of helpful. And the nurse would actually petition that to keep Linda there because she's mentally unstable. Exceptionally, yes. So the nurse is going to, oh God, did Marcus use people to lure the dead out of the hospital in order to lock them out? I have no idea. We'll have to figure that out. But the nurse goes, no, I don't. Jennifer goes, no, I don't think it's okay to take Linda. You're not going to use her to exploit the dead. Or the infected, or whatever. She's not bait. Sorry, guys, freaking myself out here. I heard some noises upstairs. And Trevor goes, all right, fair enough. As long as it's okay with her. And I think Linda is going to elect to stay. Linda's like, no, I don't want to stay. I want to go. And Trevor's like, you're not going to keep her. If she goes with me, she goes. But I promise you, we'll both come back. The nurse was kind of reluctant, so yeah, they're gonna let Linda go with Trevor. Okay, cool. So I imagine they're leaving now. They're heading right back out to the Hummer. They get in the Hummer. He has at least a bottle of antibiotics, and I think at this point, he is like, there was 2 other stops he wanted to do. One was the pharmacy where he could have gotten other antibiotics, but the hospital would have more supplies than they would need. So he's probably thinking about that instead. I would imagine, even though Trevor may not be that smart, his intelligence is only a 2, he's not that stupid to know, like, he has a greater chance of surviving at the hospital. So he goes back to the food kiosk. Let's see here. Did anything happen while we were gone? Oh, yes, double. Something happened. Unexpected event. Introduce new NPC. Punish? Oh, no. Punish and needs. Uh-oh. You guys remember an NPC from the other day? Nate Anger. He was leader of his platoon, the leader of the quarantine camp. There was a mutiny. He ended up finding out where we were because he lost his entire crew and he lost the grounds for the quarantine camp. So, let's see, how many people is there besides him? I'll roll a d6. There's 6 other. So we get back, there are 7 people sitting outside the food kiosk area. 7 soldiers. And they are looking. And damn. Nate's, of course, looking at him, and he's pointing his gun. He's like, step on out. You guys are caught. And Trevor comes out, and Linda gets out as well. He's like, you guys think you're going to steal one of my vehicles and get away with it? He's like, you were going to plan on leaving that kid and that woman there to die. He's like, well, unfortunately, the world is, you don't know much about what's going on in the outside world of Arizona, but the rest of the United States has actually fallen just like this state has. And multiple 30 additional states have come to whatever this illness is. So, how much longer do you think our government's going to last? He's like, it's not down yet. We could still turn this whole thing around. Let's see, does Nate believe that? I'm not sure if he would believe that. He does believe that. He's like, I do believe that, but right now, I'm stuck here. Trying to save your ass. Trying to save everybody's ass. Instead, I got some man with some tattoos. Thinks he's a hotshot because he's got bald head, just like a soldier. Does he know where the kid and the woman is? He knows they're outside the food kiosk. He does. He's like, but I can see that. So he shows how Frank. Oh God, how is Frank doing in all this? Wonder if he's holding up pretty easily. I mean, he's already got one success, so he's actually not doing too bad. So Frank is kind of sitting down in a wheelchair. Sasha's right next to him. And Trevor's like, if I give you back the Hummer, show him you got the penicillin and tell him about the hospital. He's like, that's a good point. I should do that. So Trevor turns around and says, there's a hospital full of civilians. Okay? A couple of them there. And I have the penicillin. Okay? I'm just trying to fix that boy up. You were trying to leave him. I'm just trying to save lives just like you are. What do you say? Can we find a way to work together, or I don't think this needs to end in bloodshed? And of course, Nate turns around and says, of course not, because I have all the guns. See, you may have a gun, but I've got 6 men all with assault rifles. You think you and that crazy old bat over there and these two are going to stand up to me? You're outgunned, outnumbered. There ain't much you can do. And even if all the noise of me lining you four up in a firing squad and shooting at you lowers the dead here, I could still take them down and still escape out of here unharmed. Trevor's like, so I get it. We're outgunned. We have nothing. And if I give you back the Hummer, will you leave in peace? I'm going to do a -2. Actually, I'm going to do a -5 to this roll. I'm going to make it difficult. He is offering a trade. It's going to be a willpower roll. See if my willpower overpowers his willpower. Not even close. And I don't have nowhere near enough essence to even get that up high enough that he would be... I mean, I would if I roll a 9 or a 10. So I only have a 20% chance of succeeding. I'll take a risk. I'm actually 1 off. An 8, which makes it a 10. That would be 1 level of success. See, so Nate turns around and says, sure, return the Hummer. I'll leave you guys in peace. Hell, I'll even let you keep the wheelchair. Trevor's like, okay, that's what we're going to do. So they do the trade, and they squeal off, making as much noise as possible. Does this bring up an encounter? Let's see here. Unsure. Possible. It's a big city. Oh, God, it does. Let's see. My encounter dice. I got a 10. Ooh, nice. That's a loot table. Opportunity event. I get to ask a fake question in my favor. Well, the hospital is not that far. Is there a car nearby? No. Is there a big truck nearby? Since it's in my favor, I'm going to say likely. Yes, there is. So Trevor manages to find a truck. Is there keys in the truck? No. Doubles. Unexpected random event. Negative NPC. Oh, Lord. Attain. Interior. So they find the truck and they open it. And a walker comes out at him. And he's like, oh shit. And he's going to just attack him with a small knife. Just because that's the only thing he's really got going on. We're going to do a -3 because he's going to go straight for the head. That's the only way to really kill these things. And really doesn't have time to be playing around with them. And he did not make it at all. So this walker comes out and it looks very well degraded. He's of course going to try and bite him. $13, that's definitely a hit. $6 to Trevor. So I get to roll that. I get to roll a Constitution save. Trevor's going to try and do the head again. Oh, man. This is just try and take care of him. Oh, that did not work. Yeah, that did not work at all. Already been through much in an old corpse that's risen from the grave. Oh, God. 16. Oh, yeah. 17. Okay. So, increase the damage roll by 2 before applying the modifier. Oh, Lord. So, that means it'll be ×4. It'll be this plus ×2. So, I got 6 ×2. That'll be 12. Oh, yeah. He's just going to try and just stab him a bunch of times. $13, that works. Where do we stab him at? Give me a 1. Give me a 1. Oh, that's just the torso. Oh, man, this is not good. We are definitely... I think we're going to lose... I think we're going to lose Trevor. 4 points of damage to the corpse. Okay. And then, of course, the walker is going to attack again. And he does hit. For 2 points of damage. Get out of my way. I didn't know I could lift that up. That's nice. Alright, we're going to try this again. Hopefully for a headshot. Oh my god. Oh. Wow. That's not good. Oh, that's not good either. Good enough for me. So as they were wrestling around, I'm going to give him a... That was definitely a stumble, so I'm definitely going to give him a +2 to that. And here we go. Oh, finally, headshot. Where's Linda in all this? I think he would imagine to keep her back for a minute as he was just inspecting the vehicles. So he did manage to stab the walker in the head. I need to roll 2 Constitution saves to see what got bit down on. Any failures, it would indicate that, yep, nope, we are pretty much done. Oh, yep, I failed. So I am now receiving, where did I get bit at? I think I got bit on my left arm. So I'm infected. All right, so it looks like the inside interior is still good. Is there any keys on the inside? Exceptionally, no. They didn't. Somehow the keys got lost. He's gonna try and go ahead and hotwire the vehicle and see if we can get it started just to get everyone to the hospital. This would require nothing that he has on here. Availability, so yep. Whoo, I got a 10. Alright, so I got a 9. I got a 13. So he hotwired the vehicle, and he went and got Sasha and Linda and Frank. And he began driving to the hospital. So as he's going back to the hospital, Sasha and Frank's in the cab with him. Linda is just in the back tailgate. Sasha is looking at him, going, "I see that you're bit." He's like, "Yep." "Does it hurt? The cut? The bite? Yeah. But I don't know if I'm turning quite yet. I don't know how long it would take. I'm sorry I can't go with you, but if you guys can get out of the city, probably more power to you. This place is just, I don't know why anyone would want to stay here. Danger everywhere you go. That person must have turned while he was in here. He must have got bit at some point. This stupid ass illness is just, it's bad." Sasha's like, "Thank you for everything you've done." There's this guy, I wanted to knock his teeth in at the hospital. His name is Marcus Kane. And then Sasha, her voice got sucked, like, you could hear her sucking in all the air. And he's like, "What, you know him?" "He's my son's father. And my ex-husband. I left him because he was abusive. This world is just..." He's in a hospital. He's gonna be your son's greatest chance on survival. I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you, but I've done everything I can. He just begins thinking about everything he's done. He's like, "Man, I wish I did things a lot differently in life, where I didn't end up in jail. Maybe I would have met a girl like you, or a woman like you. But the thing is, Sasha, I'm a bad man, and I think I got what I deserved." He pulls up to the hospital, and Linda helps Sasha and Frankie inside with Trevor. And once they're inside, Marcus looks at them, and he notices that it's his son, and that it's his ex-wife. And he looks back at Trevor, and sees the bite mark on Trevor. And Trevor just walks away. As they begin to close the doors. we're going to move, Trevor will eventually he will turn, but we'll just move him to the MIA folder, because we don't really know what's going to happen to him. So they begin, the nurse begins looking at Frank, and Jennifer's going to get him hooked up and treated. There is still power turned on in the hospital. Power hasn't gone out yet. Marcus looks at Sasha and looks at her with like beady eyes. Linda goes to the nurse and tries to help her because she's crazy, but she doesn't have any medical training, but she believes she does. Sasha sits down for a minute and she begins crying that, she lost Jack. She remembers the time that she left Clyde, who could still be alive. Remember, Clyde Mathers could still be alive, but we don't know. He just couldn't grow strong enough to leave. And now she's stuck with the one man on the face of the planet that she did not want to be stuck with. We are going to take a minute, and alright, so with that being said, we're going to stop the music here for just a minute, and we're going to look at our threads list here. Alright, so we have a couple things. Okay, so we have not really made any moves towards our threads yet. They have actually we've been moving around since probably about early morning, about 6 to 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna take away, so for her, I'm going to take away 4 endurance points. Take her down to 19. I don't know, has he been awake the whole time? Let's see here. If he succeeds at this, he was up the whole time, which means he's not resting properly. He was. So he is also going to lose 4 endurance points. And then Crazy Linda, she's been doing a lot of things, so she's going to lose 8. So she's getting tired, but yeah. So they've been up going around. So it's about currently noon. Is it noon? Let's find out. Let's see how well time has moved. No, it's not noon yet. So all this happened only within a few hours. An NPC positive. Oh, Lord. Imprison. Personal. Imprison personal. Maybe we're talking about, well, personal would be someone who's personal to the group. Oh man, Marcus. So Marcus is definitely hovering around his boy, Frank, and is not letting Sasha near him. Sasha's probably feeling like she's in prison herself because they're barricaded in here with him. So definitely Marcus is like, you're not taking my boy away from me now. Not in this entire mess that we have here. And this place is safe. We are going to move away from a thread, beware of hospitals, because we are at a hospital. So that will no longer be there. We are definitely going to need to get a personal event going. So we are kind of stuck. Resources would be kind of halfway decent, I imagine. So let's see here. Let's get something started here. Ambiguous event. Reward. Safety. Okay, well, they're definitely safe in the hospital. There's no one in the hospital, but reward. Reward safety. Reward is usually something that is given to when you do something good. Safety means safe place. No harm will come to you. So they are definitely safe here. There will be no dead around. This is pretty good, and there's probably a lot of resources. Okay, so we need to... Let's pull an event focus, shall we? Let's focus on something here. Introduce new NPC. Alright, alright. Well, I guess we're going to introduce Marcus Kane. He was one. We already... Oh, wait, there was another one, too. Let's see here. Yvonne DeMarco, a hustler. Oh, dear Lord. So, let's... Dear God in heaven, like, I thought we were done with this shit, but no. Manipulative, always looking for a good angle. If you guys ever seen, Fear of the Walking Dead, I feel like it's that, the guy from the later episodes that, I forgot his name. They call him Vonnie DeMarco. But no, that's this one, but not, in Fear of the Walking Dead, I can't remember his name. He was, kind of like a sales guy or something like that. Hustler, street smart, manipulative, and always looking for an angle. So Vonnie comes up and goes, so you and Marcus there made that kid over there. And Sasha looks at him and goes, yeah, so? What's it to you? He's like, well, everything always has a price. You know. And you know that, and I know that. What's your price for your safety here? And let's see, how would Sasha look at that? That's kind of like a threatening attempt. She does have nerves of steel, so she's not easily broken. Oh, well, today she's easily broken. She failed. Okay. She says, what do you want? Money's like, maybe you and I can work out a little deal. But if you want, I can make sure that I dispatch of Marcus Kane for you. Since he's hovering over that child, I assume he was kind of abusive to you. I can see right through him. What do you say? And she looks to him and says, get rid of him, and I'll give you whatever your price is. And he goes, done. So now there's going to be a conflict between two NPCs. This is sad. All right. So I think at this point we're going to roll on a thread to see if we get a thread that comes up with a concern or something. Ooh, Predator Rise. Okay. All right. Predator Rise. That's one of the threads we're going to be moving towards. I think we've already experienced that. Let me get to the journal. Let's see. I think we're already experiencing Predator's Rise in a sense, because that is kind of something that is currently happening. Let's see. Panicked horde migration. Right here. Looters and rioters, or really bad people, taking the lives of both the dead and the living. No one can be trusted. Oh, shit. So that's Vaughn. That's Vonnie. Vonnie is a pro, man. He is the wolf in the hen house. And we are going to answer that question right now. So, we're going to put that as a thread here now. We're going to add that to this thread here. So, oh, shit. No. Edit. There we go. So, oh boy. We are going to that is going to be another NPC that we are going to have to move away from. Oh, Lord. Okay, so it's probably been a few hours. Frank has been hooked up to everything. With that, let's see here. Let me see if I can at least roll and get a boost. A little bit of a boost out of... I don't have a character sheet for the nurse yet. Ooh, I got a 10, so hold up a second. Okay, so I got... She's making sure... so the nurse is going to make sure that Frank is getting all the proper care he needs. So I got a... Definitely a... Two levels of success. So basically I'm just going to heal... Frank's going to heal normally. So I don't have to worry about those 2 points until later on. I am not sure what else to do. Let me see here. So we are on the main floor. Is there... Let's get some fake questions going here. Why do I want Marcus to survive now? Because we may be killing someone who can protect him and Sasha. Someone may be trying to kill him. Did they say that they cleared the hospital and they got the supplies and is barricaded? They said that the hospital seems to be safe. And I did ask that as a fake question. It is safe. Like 100% safe. And they got supplies and it's barricaded. So, I mean, would that have achieved anything? I mean, that just adds us to... I mean, we did upgrade our safe house to a hospital. So... And it's a 20 floor. It's a big hospital too. So there's a basement, which I don't know if that's been cleared, but the first level, floor 1, has been cleared. Has the basement been cleared? Yes. So the basement and the first floor has been cleared. Has the second floor been cleared? Exceptionally, yes. So floor 2 and floor 3 has been cleared. Plus, removing Marcus would get rid of the NPC, and you don't know if you can trust. Yeah, that is true too. Floor 4. Yes. Floor 5? Floor 4, 5, and 6. Huh. So we're going to say it's been cleared. Because that was the main question, and even though I've been rolling, I've been getting yes and exceptionally yes. So I would say this hospital is definitely 100% safe. Is it a, that it could be one of those? Is it a is it a multi-campus hospital? Yes, it is. So there's a whole nother campus to it. So it's hard to say if that section has been cleared or not. So it's a multi-campus hospital, definitely for sure. Okay, all right. So he's back in the ER section, getting all the help he needs. So Frank is pretty much getting... So he's going to be out of the scenes for a bit. That would leave Crazy Linda, who feels at home here. So she's the only person that we have that will have a problem is Sasha. But right now, she does not have that big of an issue. Let's see here. We are definitely got some things. Okay. Sasha turns on the news, and is the news currently playing on her phone? Yes. Okay, let's go here. So she turns on the news on her phone, and oh, so her phone and the news on her phone basically it switched to the emergency broadcast only, letting everybody know that to stay indoors until further notice. Travel and roads are clogged and congested to gridlock. Find safety. Likely. Yes. Okay. So we can switch this to yes. All roads traveled are gridlock. So we're trapped. We are trapped in this fucking city. Damn. And all hospitals have fallen. Stay away from the hospitals. Well, we didn't really do that. We're in a hospital that's been completely 100% safe. Oh Lord, this is difficult. We have no idea where to go from here. I mean, we could spend the rest of the day resting. Crazy Linda would be at home probably in the psych ward. Oh, definitely, 100%. Um, roll a d10 to see what I get here. A 9. Not there. Opportunity event, so I can ask another fake question. I need to ask something. Is the city accessed via tunnels, boats, or open road highways? Open road. The back roads are all clogged and barricaded. The highways are clogged and also barricaded. Helipad on the roof. Ooh, helipad on the roof of the hospital. I'll ask about that. Unsure. Yes, there is, and there's a helipad. Is our helicopter? Likely because there could have been someone airlifted in. No, no helicopter landed. So no helicopter. Damn it! But there is a helipad. There is a roof that's accessible, and with all floors accessible, there's that. Man, this is a bit difficult. We are literally trapped in a hospital with an abusive man, a man who wants to take out the abusive man, and like 3 other people. We have no fucking clue if they even know how to survive. Um, and their thing is to get out of the city. Was the CDC? Was this one of the main headquarters for the CDC? That should be our question. No. Damn it. So no advancing the story here. I think Sasha's gonna take the day. She is gonna take the day and rest. At this point, we did lose a character, but we did gain like. Wait, Trevor's truck might still be there if he just walked away. No, he probably took the truck and just locked himself somewhere safe. I mean, did he leave the truck? He did leave the truck. He probably just walked away to let himself get eat. So the truck is still there, but it was hot wired. Remember, she may not have the skills to do that. But then again, she might. Who knows? Ooh, radios. Is there a radio broadcast system here? There is. Okay, we got to make a list. So we have a helipad with nothing on there. We have. I'm gonna make a list right here. Um, things that the hospital have. So things that the safe house has. A lot of shit. Okay. We're gonna say known equipment. So we have. Okay, what do we have? A helipad with no helicopter. We have radios to reach out to. We have like old style. We have a radio station, like dispatch/dispatch area. All right, so we might be able to use that to reach out to other people. We definitely have a cafeteria area, which I will set that up later. Are the computers working? I believe oh, she is a computer person. The computers are still working at this time. Yes, they are. She could probably get a message out to someone or check somewhere out there. We do have working computers, and is the network working? Is the internet still up? Yes. Internet access. Okay, cool. So we've got some things going on here. Okay, sweet. Okay. So she does definitely. Okay, so there's working computers with internet access. That's still up. So she's probably looking around and getting all this stuff, like, she's come up with a plan. If the city is along the Colorado River in Arizona, they could travel along it with motorboat up until they get to a darn or some obstruction. That is true. I would have to actually, that would have to require me to say where I put the fictional town in at, to figure that out. So that definitely would require that. Well, she's definitely getting herself some food, keeping herself nice and nourished as well, because she also has some healing to do. We definitely got some characters to make and stuff like that. So I'm going to say this. We got Marcus, Trevor Haskins, a random nurse named Jennifer Valentine, and there was one other person. I cannot remember who the other person was. We had like 4 of these freaking people. They're all gonna get upgraded. Nate Anger. I imagine Trevor's gonna go find him and eat him. Ann McBride, the news lady, and then Vonnie DeMarco. And we also have one more. Let's see if I can get someone. Naomi Brooks, a cop. Nice. So I've got okay, so we've got a bunch of people. All right. Naomi Brooks, who is a cop, and she's probably overseeing the safety of everybody. Let's see here. Cop, practical, discipline, and trained with firearms. Okay. So we definitely got a bunch of NPCs. The Hustler guy. Yeah, Hustler guy is fucking Vonnie. Yvonne DeMarco. Definitely is gonna need to like come down on his situation a little bit. So far, is there let's see here. Let's see if she powers on a radio to listen to the news. Is the news on the radio at all? Yes. So she does power on a radio, and it does go, someone goes, they're on the radio and says, so at this point, a lot of things have happened and changed in the city. According to government officials, they recommend that you guys stay inside or go to a nearest safe zone. Warning signs to look for if someone's been bitten or scratched is fever, vomiting blood, hemorrhaging, death. And after death, you might want to get away. It does take some time for them to come back, but it varies between 30 seconds into a couple minutes to a couple hours. And after that, the broadcast repeats. So it's probably on loop, which means nobody's probably manning the stations at this point. Alright, so with that said, I don't really think, let's see if I can get another random event going here. Negative, NPC negative. Conceal friend. That's basically Vonnie. Vonnie and Marcus. So Vonnie is going to probably find some way to hustle to Marcus. We really've got... Okay. So... He's been concealing the fact he's friends with... That would be bad. Yeah, so the hustler guy is friends with Marcus Kane, and is going to see if Marcus is more lucrative on deals than Sasha. They're going to find a way to take away... they're going to find a way to take away... basically to take away... oh, God, what's it? Frank. So... Frank might be in danger. We're going to change that to beware of hospitals to Frank might be in danger. This is bad. Alright. We've definitely got some things going on here. Okay, I think we should spend the rest of the... I think I've ran out of ideas for tonight. I've asked all the fake questions. They are in a safe zone. We will get the safe zone out of there, and we will make some adjustments to see where we go. At this point, we did gain some additional new NPCs that will be graduated into the PC section, so we do have more characters to play with. We did lose one, but he didn't die. He was just bitten. So I think I think all the characters were well in control of the scene. It's just how they went about it. So we are going to lower the chaos factor down to 6, which means less chaotic for now. So I will take that. I think that this is pretty much everything that I have at this time. I hope everyone who... is he just finding a better deal, or is he working with or for Marcus to frame Sasha? Could be a number of things. We are going to definitely probably have to uncover what those things are going to be. This is going to be some serious shit coming up. So, stay tuned. Definitely stay tuned. Vonnie and Marcus is definitely getting their own character sheets. We're definitely going to get that going. The others may not. They may stay depending on where they play a factor at. Oh, and Jennifer as well. So we're definitely going to get some more people here. So, things to look out for. All right. So for those who tuned in, thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate that. Remember to like and subscribe and promote me out there. I'm looking, trying to grow. And you guys have a great, wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me.